Welcome to StartupHakk. Today we're going to talk about some commonly used phrases in cryptocurrency and other blockchain technology that may not be understood by everybody. And so I wanted to make sure I take an opportunity to explain some of these terms that will make it easier to understand as we move forward in discussing some of our projects that we have coming up around some decentralized applications. So exactly what do some of those terms mean? So for starters, let's talk about what is a smart contract. So a smart contract is an automated digital agreement written in code that tracks, verifies, and executes the binding transactions of a contract between various parties. The transactions of the contract are automatically executed by the smart contract code when predetermined conditions are met. Essentially, a smart contract is a short program whose inputs and outputs are transactions on the blockchain. Smart contracts are self-executing and reliable and do not require the actions or presence of a third party. The smart contract code is stored on and distributed across a decentralized blockchain network, which is transparent and irreversible. And we'll talk about what it means to be decentralized here in a minute. In summary, smart contracts are immutable, meaning they can't change. As a contract cannot be changed, they are distributable and tamper-proof, fast and cost-effective, as there is no middleman, which saves money and time and is safe due to encryption. Cardano has introduced smart contract support in September of 2021. As the fastest of the blockchains that support smart contracts, it is my opinion that the best option for doing so based off of cost, speed, and overall functionality. So now the next term we're going to talk about is what does it mean to be decentralized? Talked about that in the previous description, but let's talk a little bit more about it. Let's take a closer look at existing data storage solutions to understand the difference between the systems and what it means to be decentralized. So with a centralized system, all the data entries and activities are usually managed by one central server or block of servers. This increases the risk of single point of failure and also means that the controlling entity, such as a bank or government institution, for example, acts as decision makers. This is also with large institutions like Facebook or Google. Ultimately, that's still a centralized system. Where they may have some distribution, they still are ultimately a centralized source. A decentralized system generally relies on multiple server nodes, each of which serves a subset of the total end clients. So this makes it so that there's no one system that is ultimately the overarching core. A fully distributed system is a system that has all the data and records of transactions are encrypted and stored not in one server, but in a system of interconnected, interdependent nodes and terminals. This ensures independence from centralized entities, transparency, and security. Cardano is an example of a decentralized system. It works across, it's kind of a good balance between the decentralized system and the distributed systems because there is no one central main server. So there's no way to bring down the entire network at this point. So let's talk about the next term. How does Cardano use so much less energy? What makes it so much more eco-friendly? This gets into a discussion about proof of stake versus proof of work. Now, a proof of stake is a type of protocol that uses the amount of a stake or value held in the system to determine consensus or agreement. In essence, a consensus protocol is what controls the laws and parameters governing the behavior of blockchains. Think of a consensus as a rule set that each network participant adheres to. As blockchains are not controlled by a single central authority, a consensus protocol is used instead to allow distributed network participants to agree on the history of the network captured on the blockchain, to reach consensus on what has happened and continue from a single source of truth. Cardano is built on a groundbreaking proof-of-stake consensus protocol called Ouroboros, and the first blockchain consensus protocol to be developed through peer-reviewed research. At the heart of the protocol are stake pools, reliable server nodes run by a stake pool operator to which ADA holders can delegate their stake. Stake pools are used to ensure that everyone can participate in the protocol, regardless of technical experience or availability to keep a node running. These stake pools focus on maintenance and hold the combined stake of various stakeholders in a single entity. So how does a proof of stake compare to proof of work protocols? In contrast, a proof of work is a synchronous protocol that encourages miners to compete to be the first one who can solve any problem within the blockchain. A reward system is used to incentivize this problem solving. However, this approach comes at a cost, with increased electricity usage and longer time spans to solve problems within the chain. These factors can slow the network down significantly and means it's costly to maintain. Now, some of the primary advantages of a proof of stake over a proof of work, the security protocols are incorporated right into the proof of stake protocol itself. There's also reduced centralization, meaning the risk of centralization is reduced by issuing penalties for self-practices within the network. Energy efficiency. There's a higher energy consumption is extremely efficient as a smaller amount of electricity as well as hardware resources are needed to produce and run the blockchain. There's cost efficiencies. Proof of stake currencies are far more cost effective than operating on the proof of work protocols. So next, what does it mean to delegate your ADA and so you can earn some passive income? We have a great write-up and also an awesome video that goes step by step from the very beginning on the easiest way to be able to set up and stake with smart contract. This is one of the important things, so you want to make sure you understand this. And I'll post this in the comments and I'll add a link here above me, but here are some basic explanations. So what is crypto staking? Staking cryptocurrencies is a process that involves committing your crypto assets to support a blockchain network and confirm transactions. With cryptocurrencies that use the proof of stake model, new transactions need to be validated before being added to the blockchain. Participants pledge their coins to the cryptocurrency protocol. From those participants, the protocol chooses validators to confirm blocks of transactions. Lastly, new cryptocurrency coins are minted and rewarded to validators when a new block is added to the blockchain. So here's some of the benefits of staking your ADA. It's an easy way to earn interest on your cryptocurrency holdings. You don't need any equipment for cryptocurrency staking like you would for crypto mining. You're helping maintain the security and efficiency of the blockchain. It's more environmentally friendly than crypto mining. So those are just a few samples. And like I said, make sure you check out the link that I posted down in the comments as well as our link before on how you can delegate your ADA to help to support both the network as well as smart contract CZ. Now we're going to continue to talk a little bit more about some more of these terms to help you understand. So if you're just learning, no worries. We're going to help you understand all of the things. And if you have any other questions or terms that you don't know about, make sure you post them in the comments and I'll talk about them next time. So make sure you like and subscribe to our channel so that next time as we talk more and more about this and as we unveil more about the project that we're starting, that you're on the latest news so that you can make sure you're up to date on all of our news. So we'll talk with you next time. Thanks. Have a good one. Welcome to StartupHakk. My name is Spencer Thomason. I am the CEO and co-founder of CleanRouter as well as many other products. Here are some lessons that I've learned building a successful business while challenging startup norms. My challenge is to push you to rethink startup success. Welcome to StartupHakk.